Hi, welcome back. So, last time we had really excellent news about our grand opening here on October 1st for the Native Plant Nursery. And today I also have some other exciting news. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. It's like a different level exciting. So, it doesn't really have anything to do with the plant nursery. But yeah, so here we are in the garden, and I thought I would show you around. I spent the other day cleaning it out so you can actually move around through here. So let's take a look at some things. So we really went like flower crazy. These are all different kinds of the zinnias, and they're just been so fun and colorful, and we've been really focused on getting the nursery up and running, and so I don't know, our vegetable garden ended up being more like a flower garden, but I think that, I just they're just so gorgeous. Look at this. These colors, they're unreal. We had tried some tomatillos. They were in this pot, and the caterpillars, it was unsuccessful this year. So, yeah. And here we have some hatch chilies. I don't know. They were doing really well, and then the monsoons, and then after the monsoons kind of has slowed down. I think they're just staying too wet. So I'm trying to let them dry out a little bit. But yeah, they look kind of terrible. And I'm also hoping, because this had like morning glories all over the fence and is just really congested in here. Oh, Rose. So I'm hoping now it's a little better airflow. Maybe they'll snap out of it, and maybe we'll get a few more before the end of the season. We have little tomatoes kind of planted everywhere. These are Romas. We have gotten quite a few off of them. We've done fairly well. And then this is our asparagus, and they're in the other half of the bed back here. Let's squeeze through. So here in Arivaca, we had a low of 7 degrees last winter. And I think averaging nights between 17 and 22 degrees. And this whole bed was full of asparagus last year, but the only ones that came back were this last row, and I think it has to do with the tree and the extra protection. So this year we're gonna mulch the bed really heavily and hope that they'll just like continue to regrow out. We did get a few asparagus seedlings that popped up. Yeah, we're gonna keep trying it because, I mean, they're doing really well. I mean, how gorgeous. It's so ferny and pretty. You couldn't see this before. Here's our lemon that we totally baby, bring in the winter, bring out in this for the days that are sunny. But it has some little lemons on there. So that's very exciting. Oh. Probably should trim some of them off because of the weight, but I really want them, so we'll see. And then over here we have some more tomatoes and peppers, and really it's kind of just been too congested. We just overdid it. We need more airflow, and but either way, I can just say that this garden has been the prettiest garden this summer. As soon as everything freezes, all this will be gone, and anyways, we'll be trying to focus on more of a, fall garden, winter garden. See if we can get some stuff started. Okay, and here is, for the first time, I've never grown this lemon cucumber. It's an heirloom variety. But, yeah, check that out. Isn't that crazy? So I guess that's about close to being ready to harvest. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Not sure what that's supposed to be like. Now they're round and very interesting. So what I also did in the back half of our little garden here, we have oaks and different kinds of plants that we still want to plant around the property, as well as this is going to be the space that I use when we have little baby plants that aren't really ready for sale. Then I can put them over here and allow them to mature. This is like a cold frame house, so eventually we'll get that set up. And then there's the piles of weed from when I ripped everything out of here in our compost pile. And what's kind of cool that we're gonna do, so that's a chicken coop, and in there's a little, and they can get in with the goats. But we're gonna extend it so the chickens can get up in there and really help work through the compost and break it down. We saw that on someone's YouTube channel. We thought it was a good idea. So we're gonna try it. So the news said it wasn't very nursery related, but I definitely feel like it's homesteading related, and that's something I haven't really discussed about. I mean, we're here, and what do you mean homestead? What are you trying to do? And well, we'd like to be, mostly off grid. Right now we're connected to power, so we're gonna get a solar well and solar panels eventually, possibly, but for now we're just kind of in the beginning stages, and I guess the goal would be to be like as self-reliant as possible, but I would not say that we are extreme in any way about it, like we want to be like working towards eating more of the food that we produce, and making good choices about, buying locally, and like providing plants that are drought tolerant, and so I wouldn't say that, or I guess prepping is we're not really preppers. We just want to be as self-sufficient as possible, and at least like keep working towards that. So it's Leith and I, that's my husband, and when I think about it, or when I've thought about my future, I have 3 sisters, and one's kind of off the deep end and has moved, and then I have one that's a lot younger than me, though I'm working on her too. So I'll tell you, hey, Taylor, come here. No, I love her dearly, but she's I think I was like 16 when my mom had her, so there's been this kind of huge age difference, but I won't let her stray too far. So, but I have Jennifer is the sister that's closest in age to me, and we grew up together and are just like best friends. And I don't know, first she was in Prescott, and then she moved across the country, and now she's down in San Manuel, and so, but guess what? They're finally coming here, so I've been like, that's what I wanted. But you can't like force your will on people, or can you? No. Anyway, no, they're coming here, and they are going to homestead. It's her husband. Oh, it gets better. And 4-year-old nephew, and she's like about to pop, guys. Like, she's like super prego right now, with a little girl, and so there's gonna be little kids running around, and I don't know, it just seems better, like the community, like we can help each other, and just Leith and I are gonna grow old and get all cantankerous, and I don't know, it's hard to see it that way, like so now I don't know, it just seems much better as a team. And so I think they have plans to build a little tiny home, and I don't know, we're just all gonna get together and make our dreams come true. I just thought it was super exciting, and I didn't really think it was actually gonna happen ever. So that it is pretty amazing. So more to come on that, and the nursery's opening, and just so much good stuff. So, yeah. Okay, so now that you know the good news, let's go take a look at that greenhouse and what needs to be done in there. Oh, yeah, it's a mosquito pit, so not looking forward to it. But, you know, I just gotta get done. One little step at a time. Okay, so quickly. So I want to get all these plants planted. And all of them are ready to go. Except for our blue mist, our conclinium. Oh, look at all those baby seedlings. We only got like a couple out of like 200 that we planted. And then I went to Pima County Native Plant Nursery, and I used to work there. And Amy, good friend, she runs it now, and she let me take some seeds off of their plants that were flowering and in seed. So I planted fresh seed, and that seemed to do the trick. So it needs to be done in here. I'll show you. There's a junk section. So I'm gonna clean that out, get rid of any dead stuff. Just make it look as nice as possible. You know, it'll get better with time. So that's that. Gonna do that. All right, mission complete. Well, the greenhouse still needs like a lot of cleaning, but I got most of the plants that were ready to go planted up, and so Amaruxia babies, a native skullcap, and a little salvia cutting that was left over, and then we also have some of these Salvia summer jewels, which is I think a Salvia coccinea, like hybrid or something. Anyways, these will have white flowers, and those two right there will have lavender flowers. So nice to have this part done, and I'll just continue to tinker away with all the stuff that needs to be done before we open. So I have like signs to make, and the greenhouse to finish cleaning out, and this courtyard is going to be a continual project, but it will be amazing when it's done. So yeah, it's like, are you chewing on a pot? She keeps running away with the pots. I hate that. Doesn't look like it though. Anyways, thanks for following along, and I will see y'all next week.